Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for June 29th through July 5th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see. Happy. What do we got? The overall energy for the reading, the Strength card. We've got, it doesn't show, but I can feel a little bit of something challenging here. It doesn't show on the surface though, so that could be a good sign. But let's see. In the recent past, the Eight of Wands, the World card, the Sun. Okay, kind of putting it out there as an energy. At some point you're putting something out there that is supposed to be ending a cycle, and then you're showing up quite happy, like, okay, here we go, I said it, I did it, okay, we're good to go here, you know. So you're showing up with a sense of relief, a sense of happiness, a sense of, okay, this is done. Okay. In the current situation, the Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice card, you keep on going back and forth here. Like, you show up super clear about something, but then you're showing up as if changing your mind. And it's like, either way is okay, though. So as you show up initially as, you know, this is what I want, that seems okay. Then, even if you change your mind 5 minutes later, that seems okay, too. Okay, I don't know what this is about, but in the immediate future, the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands, the Chariot. You're definitely making a move. You're doing something here, and I think it involves somebody else, or whatever it is that, or the direction that you're moving your energy in involves somebody else. It feels right. I don't know. There's something about these energies where it's like, yeah, it feels right. Yeah, it feels right. And then the minute I say that, I feel a little bit of something else underneath. But that's why we're clarifying, I guess. So let me clarify. Let's do the Strength card. The Knight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Cups. What is this inconsistency here? You're usually more, you know, in one go. There's a continuous changing of mind type of an energy running underneath it all. So on the surface, you keep it straightforward. You're like, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm passionate about. Here I go. And then underneath it all, there seems to be a little bit of backing away from that. So I don't understand exactly what's going on with this. Either doubt, hesitation, you know, something's up here. And it's within your energy. Because whatever this is that you're dealing with looks to be okay. Looks to be like, okay, you're good here. You're okay. And you know that from the way you act. And then underneath it all, there's like, ooh, I don't know, you know. So maybe that's the challenging part. The doubts you may have, or the just not trusting yourself part completely, and whatever this is. I don't know. Let me do the Eight of Wands in the recent past. The Queen of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Swords. Okay, you're showing up super clear, first of all. Potentially communicating that you're done with something. And then there's deception in that, so I can't tell where that is. It could be that no matter how clear you show up, you may not be so clear. Or you may not mean it. Or you may not feel it. Or, you know, there's a lot of ways that could go. Let me do the World card. The King of Wands, the Chariot, the Emperor. Okay, this involves another energy. So you're done with something that has to do with them. From an energetic standpoint, they seem to be quite nice in their energy, like super, you know, they're aligning with what they are. They're showing you what they are. I don't know what's going on. Because if I were to look at this energy, and then if I were to look at something that comes in and says, I'm cutting you off because you're not right for me or something, I would be like, okay, something's up here, because this energy feels like it's right for whatever it is that's kind of cutting it off. So that's where the deception, I don't fucking know. Let's do the Sun. The Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, leaving all of that to the side that we just talked about, this looks like, okay, I need to put this behind me for my own sake, and I need to go on my own path away from this. And that's what makes me happy. Just the thought of that makes me happy. Cool. And that's okay that you're doing that. I'm wondering, I'm still looking for what caused this, what brought you, because I'm assuming this is you that's creating the split here. What brought you to this place? Because that's where I'm missing something. Especially because there's the energy of deception over it all. You know what I mean? Like, if that energy wasn't there, I would be like, okay, cool. You've reached your own decisions. This is what makes you feel good. It's good to go. But when I see deception, a lot of the times that shows up when we're lying to ourselves. So I hope that wasn't the case there for you. But let me do the Queen of Swords. You get the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're coming back to that. At least energetically, you're back to that. Because there is a match here of some sort. Energetically speaking, at least. That's where it doesn't click for me. Like, why was that cut off? Energetically speaking, everything's great here. And then you have the tendency right now to come back to that, in your energy at least. But you're sticking to your guns. It's like, well, I made my bed, so I'm going to stick with it. Okay, let me do the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Now, there's an energy of coming back around here, and it's pretty clear. Now, I don't know who's doing that. You, them, the both of you. Like, there's at least, there's an available energy here, at least in the energies is showing up as that. Something is available as a coming back around and starting over. You know, starting from scratch. Not sure if anybody's taking this energy and running with it, or it's just here and you may feel it at times, but ignore it. I don't know what's up with it. I'm seeing it as an available energy that's clear that it's here. Let me do the Justice card. The Hermit, the Five of Cups, the High Priestess. Okay. Well, at least it's coming back as an energy to open up something that needs healing. Because, I mean, maybe that's what the deception was in the past. Because you made it look so simple. Like, okay, well, I'm done here. Goodbye. Next chapter. We're moving on here. We're good. Which, okay, that can show up like that. It's not a must that something needs to show up so that you reach that conclusion. No. You can reach that conclusion all you want, all day and all night. I don't care. But my problem over there is the deceptive part. And I think that's where it stands. Like, you can't just drop something out of your life with no ounce of healing over it. As if, I don't need to heal this. It's perfectly fine. It was part of your life. There's a process there of grieving, whether it's a very tiny one or a big one, doesn't matter. There's something going on that would kind of have you look into what just happened, right? Usually. But if we just, pass through things like that, then no, it's missing. The healing aspect of it all, it's missing. Well, maybe that's why the energies are coming back around, because what's coming back around is the actual healing part of it. So healing is calling to you right about now over what the hell happened there in the past. And I feel like you're embracing it. I feel like you're seeing it and you're taking it on. You're like, oh yeah, that. Yeah, that. Let me see the Knight of Swords in the immediate future. You get the Sun, the Hierophant, the Ten of Swords. Hold on. What? Okay, so you're jumping into something here. I don't know what it is. It feels good. Any angle I choose to look at this from, it looks fucking amazing, and you're like, oh my god, yeah, I'm on top of it. I'm doing this, you know? But as you're approaching this, no matter how good it looks, you're kind of coming at it with the sense of it's not going anywhere, by the way, or it's not gonna last. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's yay, you know. But like, it's just not gonna go anywhere. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit of a limited amount of time of fun with something or someone. I don't know. Man, it's really not lasting. For the King of Wands, you get the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Two of Wands. Yeah, no, this energy is looking like... Is this the same thing, though? Because it's coming back to the same energies. Are roles flipping right about now? Is it one of those where you're like, oh, okay, yeah, goodbye. And then you're like, hold on, no, not goodbye. But then they're like... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Where the welcome mat is definitely outdated. It's like it's no longer in use. I don't know. And is it on purpose then? It's like, oh, you're back. Okay. Let's torture you a little bit. I don't think so. I don't think it's meant to be on purpose. Because the energies come back around. Well, that energy, that was part of the cycle that closed. I think they're thinking about it. I don't know. I think they're definitely holding everything in place. They're not moving any kind of energy here. For the... How did this get so complicated? It was easy breezy. What happened? For the Chariot, you get the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords. I think this is one of those experiences that initially you think there's not much to it. It's like it's just whatever, you know. Then in time you realize, yeah, maybe there is a little bit of healing to be done over there. Then in more time you realize that, oh my fucking god, what kind of a tornado ran through here? Because this looks to get harder and harder as you go. And man, it starts off again from a easy breezy type of a... Again, you make it look kind of easy. Maybe that's why the deception is indeed there. Because it's like, you just wait and see. No, I think we're talking about one particular situation that it may have, or you may have wanted to put it behind you. And it may not have been that easy. And then it's not just that it wasn't that easy. It's just that it got so complicated that it's beyond complicated. You know, it's not something you can't handle for sure. But I feel like it just opens up to more and more complicated situation here. You know, it makes the situation more and more complicated. So it may have been that it gave you the impression that, this one's gonna be easy, you know, to discard of. And then keeps on flipping here on you. And then it becomes more and more difficult to even deal with it, to see what the fuck is going on here. What is this supposed to teach you, really? Yeah. From the universe for you as a final advice, the Empress, the Two of Cups, the Star. It does look easy on the surface. It does look like an easy experience for you to just go through and deal with and put behind you when it no longer serves you, you know. It does look easy from that stance, but it's a little more complicated than what it looks like. It's definitely gonna unpack some things for you. It may not even be about the situation altogether, in the sense of the complication may not belong to you and them, like the dynamic itself. It may belong to you, in the sense of when you open up to the healing over what just happened here, it may bring up some stuff of your own to the surface that you may not have expected. Like, oh, what, this experience brought this up for me? Oh shit, So it could be one of those that, as light as it looks, it may unpack some things there, that you didn't expect necessarily. But that's good for healing. So, but yeah, just so you know, just when you thought you're probably completely over this, it starts getting a little more complicated than that. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.